From the Crush Studio in sunny Florida, this is the Disney Crush Podcast. And now your two tempests in a teacup, Dave and Tony Ann.
Welcome to episode 314 of the Disney Crush Podcast. I'm Tony Ann with my brother-in-law, Dave. We are going to talk Disney. We are going to have some fun. And we will be visiting the parks this weekend. Episode 314 of the Disney Crush Podcast is coming up now.
You said we're going to be in Disney this weekend. You should have just said you and Veronica are going to be in Disney this weekend. I'm going to be staying home with the animals because someone has to watch the animals.
Veronica and I are going. A lot of our friends are running in the Wine and Dine half marathon on Sunday. Veronica and I are going over Saturday. We were looking for a room, and because it's a race weekend, the rooms were bananas, the prices. Like $300 to stay at a value resort, $400 to stay at a moderate resort, and then it just got crazier from there. We talked about the Swan and Dolphin, that it was like $2,000 just stay there. So I found out what the Swan and Dolphin does is you'll get a good rate, like if you book your room earlier. And then as it gets closer, they'll put these ridiculous rates, like $2,000 a night. Mm-hmm. And if somebody is willing to pay that, they will bump the person that paid $150 a night. They may bump them to Bonnet Creek or one of the other Marriott properties.
Oh, how dare they? That's just greedy, money grabbing, that's just unacceptable.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Like they need that extra little bit. Come on. But they're not a Disney property.
No.
They can kick rocks.
Disney's known to bump people. Disney's known to, they don't usually downgrade you though. They usually
upgrade you.
Like if they overbook, they'll upgrade you. But I've had people that didn't want to move. I've seen on Facebook people that they booked, Caribbean Beach because they wanted to stay on the Skyliner, and Disney offered to bump them to Saratoga, and they didn't want it.
Yeah,
even though that's considered a
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, right?
They want they didn't want to go to Animal Kingdom Lodge because they didn't want to use the buses. They wanted to use the Skyliner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that kind of thing.
I get it. Well, I don't know. I like the Swan, but now I don't. I think. Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It's rare that happens, but because I don't think a lot of people get the $2,000 room. But anyway, what else is going on? Yeah, so Veronica and I are staying off property. We're staying someplace we've never stayed before. We're staying at, we decided on the Town Place Suites at Flamingo Crossings. There's two sister locations. They're both Marriott properties. One is the Spring Hill Suites at Flamingo Crossings, and the other one is Town Place Suites at Flamingo Crossings. They actually share a swimming pool, like the two buildings, and then the pool is between them. Yeah, and they share a swimming pool.
Okay, now you've stayed at Flamingo Crossing before, right? The Spring Hill one.
I've stayed at the Home 2 Suites, which is a Hilton property at Flamingo Crossings.
Okay,
there's a couple of Hiltons and there's a couple of Marriotts over there.
Okay, well, we'll have to do a review, find out how it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, and you guys
free breakfast, no resort fee, and I think. So even for there, the rate was high. It was over 100 something. It was like, I got to say what she emailed me, whatever it was. It was more than, it's not uncommon to see this hotel for $88 a night or less. But this weekend, because it's a race weekend and every place is booked up, it's more.
Okay. And she couldn't find Magic Moments, huh?
No, even Magic Moments was high.
Yeah, we've been running into that lately with Magic Moments. They've been really bumping up their prices too in the last year or so. Mm-hmm. Magic Moments is beginning to be not so magic anymore.
Well, that's a shame.
It really is. I know. It used to be so magical. It wasn't even Disney.
There it is, Veronica. Yeah, it was $193. Wow. So that's high for that place.
Wow, that is a lot.
That was one of the cheapest places we could find.
Unbelievable. See,
you have to be mindful of that with the race weekends. Mm-hmm. Now, Princess is coming up in February, and I will tell you, a lot of us are going to be there February. Like I'm going the 22nd through the 25th. If you're thinking you might want to go, look at the rooms now because the prices will only go up as it gets closer to Princess. And if you want to come for Princess, you'll be there for my birthday. So, I mean, that's important, being there for my birthday.
Yeah, you get like a double whammy. Right.
So, yeah. But again, the resorts are going to be pricier. And some of us have had, we're finding that we're having trouble finding rooms that weekend already in February.
I have to stay in a tent in Wilderness Lodge. I mean, at Fort Wilderness, I mean.
Yeah. Well, even the Fort Wilderness sites are probably high that week.
They probably are. Tent site's probably $300.
Speaking of Fort Wilderness, funny that you mentioned that. I saw a post this week on Facebook. Somebody got a letter from Disney. They were interested in going to the Chip and Dale campfire at Fort Wilderness. And Disney said that they are now limiting that event to people staying at Fort Wilderness. It used to be anybody could go to see the Chip and Dale campfire and the sing-along and the movie. They're saying that they are going to be restricting it to people staying at Fort Wilderness. And I'm curious if it's related to the fact that there's going to be DVC there. When they do the cabins, when they redo the cabins, it's going to be DVC. So I think they may start to crack down on a lot of the amenities of Fort Wilderness being for guests of Fort Wilderness, much like the amenities at Beach Club being for the guests of Beach Club. You know, Fort Wilderness has been a pretty open place in the past.
Now, I think they'll put those cabins on the market and sell them, right?
I've seen those cabins when a few years ago. I saw a few of those cabins for sale. They have sold them in the past when they redo them, so they probably will sell those again. Yeah,
if I had a piece of property to put one on, I might be interested in picking one up. Probably pick it up for a decent price.
I remember a couple years ago, somebody had posted the real estate listing for them for. It's pretty much a single wide trailer.
It is. I know. But then you can say this is from Fort Wilderness. This is a cabin from Fort Wilderness. That would be
That's your hook, right?
That's the hook, man. Hey, a big shout out to Nick Malio from the Disney Exchange podcast. Was on our show last week, so that was really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Had a good time. You know, we should try to get him and Lisa on both at the same time.
That would be fun.
Yeah, we have to work on that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened last week. We were talking and I got all disconnected from you guys.
Oh, that's okay. We had a great conversation after you left, so it was all good.
I tried to get back in and I couldn't get back in the studio.
I know, because every time you try to get back on, I kept saying, delete.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
It was you kicking me out?
I was kicking you out, so.
That makes sense. Okay, whatever. Talk about me behind my back. You're probably arranging to get rid of me and have Nick be your co-host.
Yeah, we were just talking amongst ourselves. Yes.
Good. All right.
So what else is going on? Anything else going on? No more trips?
Planning.
After this trip, your next trip probably will be January, probably?
Michael's birthday, he wants to go to Magic Kingdom, but that might just be a day trip.
Okay.
Because that'll be, I think, marathon weekend. His birthday usually falls on marathon weekend. So again, we're talking about higher price hotels.
I know.
Marathon weekend.
Yeah, we were talking about that too, is maybe making some day trips, but Veronica's just doesn't really like day trips. And,
yeah,
I don't mind them so much, especially because the way we go now, driving wise, I don't mind it at all. Going the other way, we used to go on I-4. I hated it. But now,
right,
I'm trying to convince her that, hey, it's not that bad. We'll just take our time and we'll go.
Yeah.
We don't have all that traffic to worry about.
We also have friends coming in December that I'd like to see.
Yes. Yes.
So that's another wrinkle.
And
we have our family trip in a few weeks, not to Disney, but that is another wrinkle, because how many, days off can I take? How much time can I tell Rich, oh, I'm leaving, especially with Christmas coming.
I know. It's a lot
to do.
Right. I know. I get it. But
my house is not ready to be decorated at all. Not even close. So he's been working on the bus full time here.
Yeah, no, it's not ready yet. No, Christmas. No, let's get Thanksgiving over with first. Jeez.
Yeah, but it makes it hard to leave every weekend to go to Orlando. I have things I should be doing here.
Mm-hmm.
So real life. That's the thing. People think, oh, when you move to Florida, every day's a vacation. It's like, no, I still got to do laundry. I still got to.
Yeah. It was interesting talking to Nick about him living just 10 minutes away from Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And it is convenient, but like Magic Kingdom for him is a pain in the royal butt.
Right.
Just because you live there sometimes doesn't, it could be a pain in the butt getting there sometimes.
Yep.
But I'd imagine, Animal Kingdom, which would be perfect for me, doesn't seem like that's much of a hassle. That's pretty much right there.
Right. It's a small parking lot.
Mm-hmm. And Hollywood Studios doesn't seem like that would be a big deal. And even Epcot. So really it's just Magic Kingdom, I think, is more of a hassle, which it always is a hassle. It's a hassle for everything. Anyway, you look at it.
True.
Unless you're staying on the monorail loop, then it's not so bad. Or the Contemporary, you can just walk over. Really, if you wanted to. You can take the monorail, but nice
might as well walk.
Could be just taking a nice little stroll over. Hey.
I always get in arguments with people because they say, people will be like, how do I get from Pop Century to Chef Mickey's for breakfast? And people will say, take the bus from Pop and then take the monorail. Like, take the bus to Magic Kingdom from Pop and then take the monorail to the Contemporary. And I'm like, okay, you get off at the bus stop, and rather than just walking to the Contemporary, you walk further to the monorail and you get on the monorail. So you can easily walk from the bus stop to the Contemporary faster than you could take the monorail.
Yeah, you probably get there faster.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing is, when you take the bus to Magic Kingdom with the intention of walking to the Contemporary, they still make you go through security at Magic Kingdom, even though you're just going to leave. Because the walkway to Contemporary is on the inside. Like, you have to go from the buses to that, you have to walk through.
Right, but there's never anybody there, so it goes quick.
No, I'm not talking about the security at the Contemporary, that one, on the walkway. I'm talking about the Magic Kingdom bus security. If you get off the bus and you want to walk to the Contemporary, you have to go through Magic Kingdom security.
Yes. Okay.
So it's a pain.
Right, okay.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But if you want to get on the monorail, you got to go through the security too. So
it's all the same. Yeah, you still got to go through, eventually go through somewhere.
Last week on Facebook, somebody had posted a question about how to avoid, like, she said, if I take my umbrella out and my bag still beeps, how do I avoid going through security? And people jumped on her. They were like, you should want to go through security. What do you mean avoid security? And she didn't mean she didn't want to go through the metal detectors. She meant she didn't want to get pulled out.
Right.
To have her bag go through the secondary check. But the way that people jumped on her, every bag gets checked. It's like, no, every bag doesn't get checked. You go through the metal detector, and if you don't beep, you don't have to worry. So, yeah. But the way that she got jumped on, I was so mad because I knew what she meant.
No, it's a little bit enigmatic, those things. Because I can tell you that we've been to 2 parks in one day, and I've had the exact same thing in my backpack. And at one park it went off, and the other park it didn't go off.
Right.
So, I just don't. You've had the same thing happen to you?
I've had that happen.
Yeah.
I've had the same. Right. I haven't changed what was in my bag. And it'll go off one time and not the next. Yeah. Because
we go to the parks, and so my bag went off, and okay, we'll go over there and do the thing, whatever. And I'm always so nice. I tell the security guys, we appreciate you guys.
Right.
And so the next park we went to, I walked right through the detector, and I just hooked a right to the guys.
To go to the guys, right.
And it didn't go off. And the guys looked at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, okay. I just knew it was going to go off.
Right. Well, you have that. Dave has this recording device. And when you take there's like a foam, what do you call that? The wind protector?
No. Yeah. But it's not on it. So it has like these 2.
Right. When it's off, it looks like it's got these 2 probes that come out, and people think it's a taser.
Yeah. It's funny because the security guards open the case up, and they're like, what is that? I'm like, it's a recorder. They're like, oh, okay.
It really does look like a taser.
It does look like a taser. It really does. Yeah.
Okay. I hear Rich yelling in the background.
Yes.
Can you hear Rich?
Yes, I can hear Rich. But that's okay. Maybe he wants to come on the show.
Let's call him and see.
He's talking loud enough almost to be on the show, so he might as well just come on.
Right. Come on the show, Rich. He's very loud.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, he is. Yep.
He knows because he got quiet. He's not answering his phone. Yeah.
He's probably talking to his brother Marcelo on the phone.
Could be. It could be. They're probably talking loudly on the phone. And he won't answer me. He won't stop talking to Marcelo to talk to me. If he sees it's me, he's like, she's just in the garage.
She's just doing that podcast stuff that she does. Dave,
I haven't talked about this on the show, but about a year ago, I think it was actually like last November. Yeah. Oh, Rich is calling me.
Oh, okay. Let's see what Rich has to say.
Hey.
What?
Would you like to be on the podcast?
No, for what?
Well, because you were on the podcast, you were talking so loud. Oh, you sound, I know where Michael gets that from now.
Hey, sound like Darth Vader.
Huh?
That long sigh, Michael does that a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you a question. Are you using the T-Mobile out there?
No, not yet. We will try it next time. I didn't move the Ethernet cable.
All right.
We will try it next time.
All right.
How you doing, babe?
You still podcasting?
Yes. How's the bus coming along?
You're recording me, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's evil of you.
How's the bus coming along?
It's coming along just jiffy.
Okay, good.
Did he get his new seat in yet?
I'm sitting there with the lights, looking at things.
Uh-huh.
When I run away from home, I think how I'm going to live in it. It's going to be great.
Dave wants to know if the new seat's in yet.
No.
Okay. No, because he got to put the refrigerator in its place first, right?
Yeah, we got a little more to do.
Did you figure out why the stove wasn't working tonight?
Yeah, because the wire popped out.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I got to redo a little electrical in there, but it'll be okay.
Oh, good.
No
Shoddy electrician work.
It's redneck work all the way. I got staples holding wires in and zip ties, and that's USA, Oh, yeah.
All right, baby.
Don't you worry about it, Mama.
Okay.
Your bus, you bunch of mother lovers are going to be going down the road. You'll see.
I love you. All right. All right.
From the cheap seats.
Bye, honey.
That's a long you had him on the phone, so kudos to you. Hey, cheers. That was good.
So anyway, so I hadn't talked about this in the podcast, but last year, the Publix next to my house, I live around, like literally, I could walk to the Publix. I live around the corner from Publix. And it actually was a factor when I bought my house, was that it was easy to get to grocery stores and things like that. And I did take that into account when I bought my house. So, I mean, it wasn't a big factor, but it was like a plus, I guess, because it was really close. So last year they demolished our Publix, right? The one by my house.
Yep.
They completely knocked it down. It was one of the first Publixes it was the first one in our town. It was, I don't know how old it was. I don't know. It was pretty old. So they completely demolished it to build a new one. Now you have to keep in mind, in our town, in our county, I think there's 8 Publixes, like in our town. Like, so it's like, there's a lot of Publixes in our town, but it just was like the idea of going to the other Publix down the road. It was annoying. It was like, oh, I got to get in the car. I got to put on pants. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm very excited. My Publix reopened today. I didn't go yet, but I understand your wife went.
No. Did she go there? No.
She told me she went there for cloud bread.
Oh, I thought she went to Aldi's. Well, maybe she
did, and they didn't have it.
Oh, maybe she did go to Publix. She didn't tell me.
Well, Dominic went and Liana went. Liana was one of the first people there at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and she got like all the freebie giveaways.
Now, was it crowded? Did she say? Was it packed?
Oh, it was packed. It was packed.
See,
when I got home from work, I thought about going, and I looked in the parking lot, and it was packed. So I didn't bother. I'll go. It's going to be there now, so I'll see it eventually.
Right. Yeah,
I may go there like. This weekend I'm going to be in Disney. I was going to say I'd go on the weekend at 7 o'clock in the morning. My favorite is Publix at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Well, you know what I'll do?
I love to go to Publix at 7 a.m.
Really?
I love Publix at 7 a.m. Yeah.
Because nobody
else is there.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, this one has a second story, right?
No, it
no?
doesn't.
Oh, well,
no, I know. People talked about that. It doesn't.
Oh, everybody said that was going to have like a little coffee shop up there and stuff.
It does have a coffee shop. Dominic said it does have a coffee shop.
But,
it has a little restaurant, and it has a sushi. It has a sushi chef, and I said, "Is a guy from Japan?" He said, "He looks like he's from Japan, I guess."
Well,
he might be from Montana, but
well, that's
who knows where he's from?
It's a little further for me, but that's the one I use too. The Publix we use.
Right. That's the one where you attacked me when I wasn't expecting it.
Well, yeah, I did scare the
forgot that you lived in my town now.
Yeah. I
have to look over my shoulder now.
I scared you and the woman beside you. The woman beside you, I thought she about threw her groceries up in the air, and she was so scared.
I scared the whole store.
I did, yeah.
It was pretty loud.
It was pretty bad.
Dave snuck up behind me and like poked me, and I screamed.
I think people thought I was attacking you or something. There's this crazy man attacking this woman in the store.
Exactly. But I just wasn't used to you living in my town yet. So
yeah, you're probably
might bump into you.
The heck are you doing here?
Anyway, yeah. So I got my new Publix, so I'll get to see what that's about soon. But I'm not going this weekend because I'll be at Disney.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say that I will go there. Well, yeah, maybe I can go there this weekend because I'll be in town. Maybe I'll take a little video for you and send you guys a video of it.
All right.
How's that?
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll just rub it in. I'll be eating some sushi and having some coffee. Yeah, my feet
Grocery store sushi is where it's at.
No, we buy sushi from Publix a lot.
Yeah. Well,
not a lot.
Dominic, when he went to. Where'd he go? Apalachicola, which is like
that's the top of Florida,
northern Florida.
Yeah.
Did you say that's a topical wound? What did you say?
No, I said it's the top of Florida. The top of
Apalachicola.
Yeah.
He went there for work for a week, and there weren't a lot of restaurants around there, so he went to the Piggly Wiggly, and he had sushi from the Piggly Wiggly.
Wow. Now I don't know about that so much. Piggly Wiggly. I know I've been to a Piggly Wiggly. But I'm not too sure about sushi in a Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
I've had sushi from Sam's and I've had sushi from Publix.
The Piggly Wiggly reminds me of driving Miss Daisy because he has to drive her to the Piggly Wiggly. That's one of the places where he drives Miss Daisy. Is the Piggly Wiggly.
Right on.
That's a good movie.
It really is. Dave. Yeah, it really is. So what else? You got anything for Facebook or?
I think I do. Let me just.
I know. Yeah, you do? Cool.
I'm pretty sure. I just have to locate it.
Okay. While you're looking at that, I'm a little out of practice. Let me see if I can gear up for this. me. Woo. La 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 la. You drink some lemon water. Hang on a second. Got some warm lemon water to help my vocal cords.
Okay.
This week's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Facebook. Bing!
To any and all bloggers, YouTubers, and podcasters, to those at the Cape May Cafe today, you do not have permission to use my photos or likeness. And P.S. Stay out of the way of paying guests.
Oh, that does sound familiar, but we're going to keep it in just because I like it so much. You could redo that one again next week and it'd still be good.
So she is mad because there were bloggers, YouTubers, and podcasters at Cape May Cafe, and they were taking pictures of the buffet, and she might be in those pictures, and she did not like it. And you need to stay out of the way of the paying guests. So let me just tell you, when Dave and I go to a Disney restaurant, we are paying guests as well. I don't know. Disney does not give us our food for free.
What? They haven't been paying for our meals?
Oh, when you walk out all those times,
I thought,
and then you see security following your.
But I thought Mickey paid for this one.
There are very few. There are some. Our friend John works for different publications that do pay for some of his meals, but Disney doesn't pay for them. But anyway, so even technically he's paying for his meals.
Yeah,
or his employer is. So we're all paying guests. But yeah. And if you are in a public place like Disney, there's a chance your picture might show up somewhere. It just, I'm sure we're in the background of lots of people's pictures.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We might have had this discussion with Nick and Carlin.
We did. We did. Yeah, we talked about it. That's what I said. But it's good. It's still good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like, it's like going on a Disney ride. You go on that ride 5, 10, 15, 20 times. Sometimes the same ride, like Nick Maglio, he was in Animal Kingdom today and he did Everest 4 times. See?
Could you do Everest 4 times in a row?
No.
Would you be able to stomach it?
No. What? No. I mean,
I've seen him do Tower of Terror a few times in a row. I don't think I could Tower of Terror more than once or twice.
No, I couldn't. No. I just don't like Tower of Terror, but he loves it. No, I think once is good. I mean, I've been on it twice in a row, but not good. Yeah. Mm-mm. So we repeated something. Oh, well, kill it. I mean, so well. Okay.
This is from the land of coincidence. Crazy day at Hollywood Studios. Some guy yelled to my husband about his Pittsburgh shirt. He has a Pittsburgh Pirate shirt on. Turns out the guy was my high school boyfriend and prom date from 1984. This was totally a coincidence. The guy was like, hey, Pittsburgh Pirates. And they, were like, hey, talking to each other. Are you from Pittsburgh? Yeah. And then she realized it was her high school boyfriend from 1984.
Awkward.
That's not awkward.
Yeah, that's kind of awkward. That's kind of awkward. Would they have a big kumbaya? Did they go to dinner together? I mean, what happened?
I don't know. They took a picture together. It looks like they're having a drink together at Baseline Tap House.
I wonder if she left with him.
Or his wife is with him too. It's a picture of the two couples. Although I would have pushed the envelope and done a photo with me and him in the prom pose.
Oh, right. That'd have been good.
I don't know how Rich would have felt about that. If I bumped into Randy at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think Rich would dig that.
What? You said no big deal? What? It's no big deal.
No, Randy's different.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's a good one, David. Here's a good one. If I get in line for Peter Pan's flight with a 35-minute posted wait time and ended up actually waiting over an hour, is it worth going to guest services and trying to get a lightning lane? Will they do anything? So, Dave, if the wait time says on the sign says 20 minutes and you wait 2 hours, do you have any recourse?
No. Sorry.
No.
Sorry about your luck.
You don't.
Yeah.
No, you really don't.
After 30 minutes, I'm checking out. Anyway, I mean, why would you stand there for 2 hours? And Peter Pan's flight isn't that great anyway, honestly.
I know.
I don't know what the big deal. Everybody just, I don't know. It's like Small World. Small World. Everybody loves Small World. No, it's annoying little dolls and that annoying little song, and it's just grades on you. By the time you're done, not even by the time you're done, when you're halfway through, you're like, would someone turn this music off because it's about to drive me crazy? And these creepy little dolls keep singing to me.
There they are. My daughter is 38 inches. Is there anything she can do? Is there anything I can do to get her up to 40 inches so she can ride more rides? Do you have any tall shoe recommendations? And then she puts, don't judge me.
No, just take some Snickers bars and stick them there in your shoes.
That's what Thor did with his kid to get him on Chow Chow. Yeah, no, we are going to judge you. Do not try to make your kid taller than they are. It's for safety.
Yeah, just fluff her hair up, put it in a big ponytail on top.
We had a lot of birthdays in the past couple of weeks.
We sure have.
Noticing that.
We sure have.
So I've been walking. It's cooled off, so I've been walking again, and I'm getting ready for the Princess 5K. So I've heard, I do a lot of reading, and I have friends that run and stuff, and I've always heard about the benefits of interval training, where you'll walk at your normal pace, and then you'll do like 45-second bursts where you walk a little faster, and how that could really shave time off your total time. And I'm finding it's really working. Like, it really does shave time off my total time. So,
well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then if you're a runner and you're inclined to actually run for those 45 seconds or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
And make your intervals a little longer as you build up your tolerance, that's even better.
Yeah,
But,
just speed walk a little bit. Just pick up that pace a little bit. Mm-hmm.
so Holly and I we message back and forth. Holly and I, we're in this chat with all these people that actually really run, and Holly and I walk. So it's funny because we're in this group with them, and then we behind their backs go, oh my God, like, because they talk about, when they run the marathons, they have to like poop and stuff. And we're like, I'm glad we're just doing a 5K because I don't have to worry about where I'm going to poop.
Well, they're not going to shave any time off their times if they do that. They're going to stop.
Poop, right. And they have talked about that, how they've been in races and there have been people in front of them who just went for it, just kept running.
Ooh, no, stop.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
I didn't need to hear that.
Okay.
That's just,
Okay.
no. There's
You
no,
cut that out then.
it's not that important, people. Come on.
No, okay, yeah. Currently, my girlfriend, as of 3 months ago, is at Walt Disney World on vacation. It's a short trip, and her and her mother, with her and her mother. I am not there with them. They're there for 3 full days, hitting up Epcot and Disney Springs only. When she shared her itinerary with me, she mentioned they were going to Rainforest Cafe for dinner. I couldn't help but think, why? She lives in a major city, and there's a Rainforest Cafe within a 45-minute drive, and another one an hour past that. Who am I to judge? But who would you go to Disney who would go to Disney and eat at Rainforest Cafe when there are so many better options at Disney Springs? Am I being too judgmental? Yes.
Yes.
You are.
Yes, you are.
You are.
Stop.
Yucking somebody else's yum.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say. That's what the cool kids say. Don't yuck somebody else's yum. Maybe Rainforest has a sentimental value to her and mom. Maybe grandma used to take them to Rainforest Cafe when they were kids. And maybe that's why they're going to Rainforest Cafe. Or maybe they just like it. I mean, but what's really funny is that over the weekend, I must have had way too much time to kill because I watched a video on YouTube where this guy went to every Rainforest Cafe in North America. There's 18 of them. It was a 21-day trip, and he had a travel companion. So I watched the video with this guy who did not like Rainforest Cafe. And after the third Rainforest Cafe was like, oh my God, I'm in Rainforest Cafe hell. So I watched that video and it was very funny by the time they got to all 18. Then there was a little tag at the end where you could go see his travel companions video. And it was like the complete opposite. This guy loved Rainforest Cafe. He was in heaven. So it was just funny, the juxtaposition between the two videos.
Mm-hmm.
But you need like an hour to kill because each video was 30 minutes. But it was like watching a TV show, I guess.
That's cool. But going back to the
it was really funny. It was really funny and interesting.
Sounds like it. But look, she's in Disney Springs, and why not go there? Now she doesn't have to get in the car and drive 45 minutes when she's home. I mean, she's there. Exactly. So why wouldn't you go?
Take you because you apparently don't like it.
Yeah.
So. Yep. My sister said she has a friend who's getting married at, no, she doesn't have a friend. Her friend is going to a wedding where that person's niece is getting married in front of Remy. And she said they have to be there at 3:00 in the morning.
Ooh.
And I said, yep, that's what they do because you have to, when you get married, you either have to do it very early in the morning or very late at night, which kind of blends into one another. At what point at what point does it stop being late the night before and early the next morning?
Right. There's a window.
So would you consider 3 a.m. early or late? I don't know.
I guess it could be considered kind of both in a way.
Yeah. So anyway, so she's got to go to a wedding, but I think that'd be cool. And we've been kicking around that idea for a couple of years, like which one of our friends is going to get married, at Disney. So we can have to get up at 3 a.m. Dave, this one I was smacking my head. Is this person a troll or are they for real? I finally rode Tron for the first time this weekend and I really enjoyed it. But one of the most interesting aspects to me were the lockers. I understand the opening and closing aspect as that's easy enough. But has there ever been any information released on how they flip your stuff to the other side My thought is there has to be some sort of internal push system that goes into effect once the first door is closed. I really love the lockers, and I hope we see them on more rides one day. She can't figure out how the stuff gets from one side of the locker to the other.
Well, obviously she's old enough to go on the ride by herself. It's a wonder she's made it through life this far.
If you've never ridden Tron and you don't know what the joke is, it's just a double door. There's a door on one side, and then there's a door on the other side. It's just a double door. It's like when you get on an elevator, and sometimes there's those elevators you get on that they open when you get in, and then they open on the other side when you get out. It's the same principle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let me tell you something. I'm getting more and more stuff from Reddit. I have come to the realization that Facebook, you go on Facebook and it makes you feel bad about yourself because you see everybody else's perfect lives, right? And then you go on Reddit to feel good about yourself because people are so screwed up. And when they're anonymous, like they are on Reddit, they're not afraid to show how screwed up their lives are. Yeah. Unlike Facebook, where, you're posting for your aunt and uncle and you want to put your best foot forward.
Right. And people will shame you if you go anonymous on there. They're like, why you want to go anonymous? Why wouldn't you want to just know, I'm like,
right.
Come on.
Right. So Facebook is where you go and makes you feel bad about yourself. And Reddit is where you go.
You feel really good.
Because my life isn't as screwed up as this person.
Yeah.
So who doesn't know how the lockers work at Tron? Yeah. So I have one more.
Okay. I can't wait.
I just got a Cinderella Royal Table reservation for 7:10 p.m. Will we be able to see the fireworks at 8 p.m. from inside the castle at that time? So you will see some fireworks from inside the castle. And I've seen a lot of people that get very excited about scoring dinner at Cinderella Royal Table during the fireworks. Here's my take, though. If you actually want to see the fireworks, you shouldn't be inside the restaurant because the fireworks are going on around the restaurant. So even if you're lucky enough to get a window seat, you might see 10, and I'm being generous here, 10% of the show, you're going to see a few bursts. But the show surrounds the castle, and then there are projections on the castle and fireworks behind the castle, and you won't see any of that from inside the restaurant. So the idea of eating at the castle during the fireworks, I think, is highly overrated. I mean, it's neat if you've seen the fireworks another time and you want to experience them from inside the restaurant. But if you've never seen the fireworks, that's not the way to see them.
No.
That's it, Dave. I think that is all my Facebook. So you think we'll get to Disney before the end of the year? You think you'll go back before the
Yeah.
I really would like to go see some of our friends that are going to be there in December.
No, I'm definitely going to go in December, even if it's for a day trip. And if Veronica doesn't want to go, then me and you can go. If we can't stay the night, we'll just go for a day trip.
And I'm trying to think. In January, Michael wants to go for his birthday. And then we have some friends coming in late January that we'll be going to see.
And we'll definitely do that. Right. We'll probably stay the night then, though. We'll probably get a room somewhere.
Yes, in January. Yeah. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We already have a room.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Okay, I forgot. That's right. Oh, I know. Oh, see, now you make me think about that. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, you're not going to want to leave the room.
No.
So anyway.
I get spoiled. I know. Magic moments.
The key of truth has spoken.
Put a check on that. Can you do that, Dave? Can you put a check on that one?
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Dave,
yeah,
did I give you too much Facebook? Enough?
No,
Facebook?
I love Facebook. You know, I love Facebook. Facebook never disappoints. So I say bring it on.
I got a fight yesterday with somebody because yesterday was November 1st, and there was one more Halloween party last night. So the Christmas decorations were not up yet. They don't go up until the day overnight after that last Halloween party. Mm-hmm. So somebody had posted, "Are the Christmas decorations up yet?" Now this was yesterday, November 1st, and somebody said, "No, and somebody else answered, "They're never up on November 1st." And I was like, "Yeah, they put them up after the last party." And she's like, "Yeah, but they never put them up on November 1st." And I was like, "They did last year." And then I took screenshots of last year on November 1st.
You had to prove your point.
Because I have to prove my point because I'm a jerk. But yeah, usually the tree doesn't go up. Sometimes it does, but usually the tree does not go up the first night. It'll be up soon, though. If not tonight. It'll get up before the show comes out. The tree will be up.
Mm-hmm.
I fully expect that when Veronica and I go there this weekend, the tree will be up in Magic Kingdom, which is one of the reasons why we're going to Magic Kingdom, to take some pictures of what's going on.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, maybe I'll call you guys when you guys are there and we can have a little chit chat. I'll ruin your trip.
Okay.
You
won't ruin anything.
I'll bust into your trip. I'll record it. Maybe do some recording.
You call Veronica. You'll say, I love you. I miss you. How are you?
Yeah.
Just like me and Rich.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Maybe I'll try to record something. If you guys find something really cool or something, call me and let me know, and I'll come try and record something maybe.
You like the weather change?
I love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's going to heat back up though tomorrow. Well,
I know. But I was enjoying walking this morning.
It was beautiful. It's so cool. Oh, I love it. This is my time of year.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
all right. Well, I guess that's going to do it for this week's Disney Crush podcast. You guys enjoy yourselves this weekend. Go start packing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's already over by the time this comes out.
What's over?
The weekend.
Oh, I know. You'll be good.
This comes out Wednesday.
Yeah,
after
I know.
The show.
Yeah, I know. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys will already be back by then, by the next show.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, good. Then we'll get to hear all about your trip.
I hope so.
Okay.
It'll be good. Maybe we'll get Veronica on.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All right. Sounds good.
Okay,
all right.
cool.
We'll see you guys
All right.
next week. See you.
Have a good week. Bye.